The touchdowns to TJ and Ryan the other day, TJ said they were the same play. You guys just disguised it a little bit. What was it that sprung those two plays?
When was I'm sorry?
That TJ Thorpe and Ryan Switzer, their two touchdowns the other night. TJ said they were the same play. You guys just disguised it a little differently. What was it that sprung those plays?
Well, I think it took a lot of different guys, honestly. It's definitely a team play. It's a screen to both those guys, and you know, it's one of those deals to where it's a lot of timing involved with it. Guys, you know, the O-linemen have to get out in front of them. The number of receivers had to do their job, and you know, we had to have some type of rush control. I mean, you know, those guys were getting up the field, and they were extremely good in pass rushing, and just a couple plays that hit on them at that time. So. You know, it was good for us to hit a couple of those.
In order to spring, everything has to work.
Absolutely.
On both those plays, you said the offensive lineman, a couple made some good blocks for Anto on Switzer's. You guys haven't run that much stuff like that so far. Is part of it because the offensive line has been having to kind of come along at a different pace?
One, it's every week's a little bit different. Every week you can scheme a little bit, you know, something up, and something's a little bit different every week. And two, we have ran them. We just haven't been as productive. So maybe you haven't noticed it.
Well, the vertical passing game, both guys said they'd like to see a little bit more of that. Of course, kids want that, just like you know how the mindset of the athlete. Do you anticipate more vertical passing, or is it just a matter of what the scheme is that the opposition is playing?
One is what they're giving you. Two is you know, you can only go deep so many times. You know, it's hard to keep throwing long foul balls.
The middle of the field a little bit more.
You know, we've thrown tons of shots. Past game, I don't know how many we threw.
There were definitely more in the last game.
Tons. So again, we're going to continue to stretch the field. And you know, we're going to hopefully continue to make some plays. I think last week was the first week we've had over 8 explosive plays. I think we had up to 11 or 12, which was good. And we need to still get better. We still missed a lot, and we still have a lot to improve on. But we're definitely going to still stretch it.
Marquise, his first 10 pass attempts, he was still at minus total yardage, and then he exploded after that. Coach said the other day that when things are going well, you can't really see it, and he doesn't show it. What is it about him that enabled him to overcome that terrible start, really? Although a lot of it wasn't completely on him, but and be able to explode the way that he did.
Well, one, you got to give a lot of credit to. I mean, he's not playing against sisters of the poor out there. I mean, there's a lot of great players on this side of football. I think that's one of the better defenses we'll face in this entire season. And probably one of the better fronts. So, one, you got to get in the rhythm, and once he got in the rhythm and started making some plays, he got a little confidence, and you know, he got better as the game goes on. And you know, he's a gamer. He did a great job for us. And again, you know, some of it is. You got to be comfortable in the pockets at times, and again, they had an extremely good front, so it's a little bit of everything, you know. But you know, I give credit for him sticking it in there, and he fought his tail off and come back and made some big time plays for us.
On the safety, that was a coverage safety, if you will, because obviously there was no one to pass to. Is it a little ironic that perhaps the best protection he had all game ends up at his safety? And what could he have done differently to avoid that?
Throw the ball away.
Just throw it away sooner.
Just throw it away. Just throw it away. Can't sit back there 5 seconds, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Throw it away.
The offensive line is getting healthier, and some of the guys that were forced into action, like Jared, he's not going to start this week. No, because Landon's back, I guess.
We'll see.
Well, we'll see. I use depth. The depth you didn't have there, you have a little bit of it now, especially if everybody's healthy. How do you use that to your advantage, especially if you're in a situation where you guys are running 85, 90 plays? You feel comfortable enough that you can bring those other guys in some to keep the O-line fresh?
Well, obviously they're gaining experience, and that's what you're, you know, early on, that's what you're wanting them to do. You know, it's not always easy still. They're still freshmen, so they still have a lot to learn. They still have a lot of reps out here in practice, and they got to get one day better each day they come out to work. So, you know, we're by no means a finished product up front or at any other position out on this field.